The battle had ended 3 hours ago, but the scorched smell of plasma fire still clung to the air of the derelict station. Commander Zextra of the Calarian Empire stood among the debris, her crimson exoskeleton gleaming under the flickering emergency lights. She was a warrior born and bred 7 feet of genetically perfected combat evolution, with reflexes that could track a bullet and strength that could bend steel. And yet she had lost. The 2 humans sat against a bulkhead, their armor scorched and dented but intact. The female, Jennifer, was methodically checking her rifle, while the male, Alex, pressed a medical foam pack against a wound on his leg. They looked exhausted, vulnerable even, but Zextra had seen what they could do. "Impossible," she muttered, in their language, her translator implant rendering her chittering speech into English. "Your species registered as Class 3 combatants. Unremarkable physiology. No natural armor, no enhanced reflexes. Fragile bone structure." Jennifer looked up, her brown eyes meeting Zextra's obsidian ones. "Yeah, we get that a lot." "Then explain," the alien warrior demanded, her mandibles clicking in frustration. "I led 12 of the Empire's finest soldiers. We ambushed you in a corridor with no escape routes. You were outnumbered 6-1, she gestured at the carnage around them. "And yet here you stand, and my warriors lie dead." Alex winced as he adjusted the foam pack. "You really want to know?" "I do not ask questions I do not wish answered." Human Jennifer set her rifle aside and began unlatching her helmet. "All right, you asked what's under this armor." The helmet came free with a hiss of depressurizing seals, revealing a sweat-soaked face framed by dark hair plastered to her forehead. "This is what's under it." Zextra's sensory organs analyzed the human's exposed features, soft tissue, minimal skull plating, no protective layers. "I already know your species is weak." "Wrong," Alex interrupted, removing his own helmet. His face was pale, strained with pain, but his expression was firm. "You don't know anything about us." "Then educate me before I kill you," Zextra said, though her hand didn't move toward her weapon. Professional curiosity had overridden her warrior's pride. Jennifer stood slowly, unbuckling sections of her armor. Piece by piece, the chest plate came free, revealing a tactical vest over a sweat-drenched shirt. Underneath, Zextra could see the outline of ribs through the fabric, the rise and fall of labored breathing. "What you're looking at," Jennifer said quietly, "is 300,000 years of evolution in a persistence hunter. My ancestors didn't have claws or fangs or exoskeletons. They had something better, they had endurance." She tapped her chest. "This squishy body you see, it's the most efficient cooling system nature ever designed. While your warriors were overheating in their organic armor after the first 10 minutes of combat, we were just getting started. Your people are sprinters, Commander, built for overwhelming force in short bursts. And humans?" Zextra asked, her curiosity genuine now. "Marathoners," Alex answered, slowly standing despite his injury. "Our ancestors would chase prey for days across savannas. Not faster, not stronger, just relentless. The prey would run until its body overheated and collapsed. Then we'd walk up and finish it." Jennifer continued, her voice taking on a lecturer's tone. "Under this armor is a primate that learned to throw things accurately at 30 meters, that learned to track prey across continents, that learned to coordinate in groups, to communicate complex strategies, to adapt to any environment on our planet." She picked up her rifle. "You asked what's under this armor. Stubbornness. The kind of bloody-minded refusal to quit that made our ancestors walk out of Africa and conquer every ecosystem on Earth. The kind that makes us fight even when the math says we should surrender." Zextra felt something unfamiliar, not quite fear, but recognition. "The corridor battle lasted 47 minutes. My warriors began making tactical errors after 20. Overheating, fatigue, desperation, while we were executing a fighting retreat," Alex said. "Letting you chase us, expending your energy, learning your patterns. Every corner we turned, we set another trap. Every time you thought you had us, we'd slipped away. Humans don't have to be the strongest," Jennifer added. "We just have to outlast everything else. That's what's under this armor, Commander. A species that won its planet not through dominance, but through sheer, stubborn persistence." Zex looked at her clawed hands, designed for rending and tearing, then at the human's comparatively delicate fingers, made for chulus and fine manipulation. She thought of the Calarian military doctrine: overwhelming force, shock and awe, rapid victories. Against most species, it worked perfectly, but humans didn't fight like most species. "Your empire classified us as Class 3 combatants," Alex said, his voice carrying a hint of dark humor. "Based on what? Physical measurements?" Muscle density, reaction time tests, standard evaluation protocols, Zextra confirmed. There's your mistake, Jennifer said. You tested our bodies, not our minds, not our culture, not the fact that humans have been fighting and surviving against the odds since before we even had language. She paused. Every human child grows up hearing stories about David and Goliath, about underdogs who won through cleverness and determination. It's woven into our species' DNA. Zextra's translator struggled with the cultural references, but the meaning was clear enough. She looked at the two humans injured, exhausted, outgunned and saw them with new eyes, not as weak prey, but as apex predators of a different kind. I will report this to my superiors, the alien warrior said slowly. The classification system requires revision. Good luck convincing them, Alex muttered. Jennifer smiled grimly. They'll learn eventually. Every species that's underestimated humanity has learned the same lesson. She began reassembling her armor. We're not the strongest, or the fastest, or the smartest, but we're the ones who don't know when to quit. Zextra turned to leave, then paused. What will you do now, humans? Rest for 10 minutes, Jennifer said, checking her rifle's power cell. Then we're moving to the next objective. Your fleet still needs to be driven from this sector. The alien warrior felt her mandibles twitch in what might have been respect as she disappeared into the smoke-filled corridor. She heard Alex's voice behind her. Told you she didn't expect that answer.